Last year, I travelled to Rio and visited my cousin and his family. My best friend went too. We went to my cousin's house and we had a delicious traditional meal. After we ate dinner, we walked to the city centre. When we saw the carnival, it was very exciting. We danced and sang. We watched the parade. It was fun, but we were very tired. Then we visited another city and stayed at a famous hotel, but it wasn't very nice. We stayed for 2 days, then we went home. It was a special trip for me because I travelled without my parents for the first time.
Danced, watched. Stayed, travelled. Hated, visited.
1. Liked. 2. Loved. 3. Started. 4. Studied. 5. Walked. 6. Wanted. Conversation A. Hey Mick, have you ever been to Thailand?
Yeah, I was there last year. Why'd you ask?
Well, I'm thinking of doing a project on Asian food and was wondering whether Thai food was the same as Chinese.
Oh, right. Thai food's not exactly the same as Chinese, but they both have a really healthy diet with lots of vegetables. Some of the dishes are pretty hot and spicy though.
Conversation B.
Hi, Tony. Do you have a moment?
Sure. What's it about?
Well, I'm researching types of homes across the world, and I thought I'd ask you where people live in Australia.
Sure. Which part of Australia are you thinking about? I mean, there are blocks of flats in most cities, the same as anywhere else in the world. Conversation C.
Hi, Barbara. How's your Japanese language project going?
It's great. I'm learning about the Japanese alphabet at the moment. And what about your project about China? How many languages do they speak?
Well, there's Mandarin Chinese and at least another 10 varieties of Chinese from different regions.
Wow, that's amazing.
Conversation D.
Amira, I'm doing a project on traditional clothing. Do you have any in the Emirates?
Oh yes, we do. The typical dress for women is called an abaya. It's basically a long black dress, but we decorate it with gold patterns around the sleeves and neck. It's usually made of a kind of silk. Look at this one here. What do you think?
Oh, I think it's lovely.